Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Okay, so today we'll talk about gold, what happened last week and then what's going to happen next week. Okay, so before that, please don't forget to read the forex disclaimer. Okay, trading forex exchange on a margin carries a high risk. Okay, this is just an education video. Don't forget to click subscribe button and then bell icon. Okay, so last week, okay, of course, we were looking at both bulls and bears were fighting each other, but clearly we saw bears actually overtook or overpowered the bulls. Okay, we saw a drop almost of $60 to $80 in gold on last Friday before the market close. Okay, so let's go into details of the chart. Okay, gold. Okay, why gold was so weak or is weak right now? Okay, why is it weakening? We saw the gold price. Okay, of course, it was breaking the support of November, which was around 1770. Okay, and February low was 1780. Okay, so last night on Friday, when it broke this level initially and then it broke this level, you can see it dropped almost about $40 from this support. Okay, but of course some people were selling from 1810 and 1800 zone, so they made a quite a huge profit or a handsome profit in gold. Okay, so that's almost you can call it from okay $80-90. Okay, drop. So whoever managed to catch the sell position or short entries from this level, okay, they made almost $80-90, okay, just in one night. Okay, but of course we have to wait for the confirmation. So once it's broke this level 1770 and 1780 level, okay, we can see it was just breaking down like a waterfall. Okay, but of course before market close, it managed to actually retrace back almost about $17 from 1717. It managed to close at around 1734 range. Okay, so why gold was so weak or is weak this week? Because we can see dollar was strengthening. Okay, so that's one of the reason. And then we saw rising US 10-year yield. Okay, so both of these together with the vaccine, I think J&J actually came up with a new vaccine with a single dose. That's also given the boost or a shot in the arm for market recovery or economic recovery, okay, for gold. Okay, so this actually pushed the price of gold lower. And you guys, you can see 10-year yield, okay, in terms of the movement. Okay, we were almost about 1.7% pre-COVID, and then we dropped to the lowest around 0.5%, and then it tried to push back to almost about 1.2%. It spiked up, but then it came down, rushed down all the way to back to its support where it started around 0.5%. okay, but since then the increase has been gradual. Okay, but then last 2 weeks or last 1 week to be exact, okay, we saw the price moved breaking this 1.2% and then moved to almost to 1.5%. I think Friday almost touched 1.6% before dropping back to around 1.5 1.4 plus, okay, on treasury yield. Okay, so this not so good news for gold. Okay, because the rising interest rate will actually what do you call will not be in favor of gold buyers, because people will like to put their money into savings or bond market, okay, to get higher return instead of holding to their yellow metals. Okay, so okay, the reason why the 10-year yield is increasing is also there is a expectation that inflation is coming up very soon. Okay, so the market is a bit jittery on this. Okay, so that's why we are seeing treasury yield is actually spiking up. Okay, so there's some movement in terms of the shorter term treasuries in terms of 2 year, 5 years, and also on the 30-year yield. Okay, there's the yield curve. Okay, is actually recovering from the lowest it has seen. Okay, so what's next for gold? Okay, we just got a news over the weekend that actually 1.9 trillion stimulus plan has been approved in the lower house. Okay, by Nancy Pelosi and the team, Democrats team. So now passed to Senate. Okay, so now Senate with a slim majority of 51-50, with the Vice President Kamala Harris being voting or as a tiebreaker. So Democrats will try to push this stimulus bill to be approved, to pass it to Joe Biden's desk by next week. Okay, so this might actually push gold price to higher. Okay, but we will see. Okay, so we go back to the chart of gold to see what's happening. Okay, so this is gold. Okay, let's look at in terms of the weekly trend or daily trend. Okay, as you can see on a daily, we broke this support, the November low, and then February low. Okay, around 1780 and 1760. Okay, so we actually moved down almost to 1720 zone. Okay, so now what we are expecting for gold. Okay, since there's a bit of a recovery from 1720 all the way to 1730, okay, I'm expecting gold, okay, will probably retrace back, okay, all the way to around 1750, 1760 before making a pullback around 1740, 1745, around that zone. And if we manage to break this 1 hour trend line, okay, from the top here, maybe we'll try to push around 1770 to 1780. Okay, so then the 4 hour trend line, okay, might become a resistance, or maybe a major resistance for the bulls to break. Okay, but if they are able to break with the stimulus plan approval, okay, then probably we might see gold actually pushing up price all the way to about 1820, 1830 zone. Okay, but it depends on what's happening on the stimulus plan. Okay, but for some reason actually the Senate pushback, the Republicans pushback, and then the stimulus plan being revised, particularly on the minimum wage of $15 an hour, maybe it's being excluded or taken out from the bill, or some other on the non-COVID-19 related elements inside the bill. If they exclude it, okay, and then the quantum of the stimulus plan reduced from 1.9 trillion to probably, let's say, 1.5 or 1 trillion. Okay, if there is a reduction, then we might see gold actually continue its a bearish move. So if it doesn't break this trend line around 1800 to 1810, okay, around this zone, okay, then we might see gold coming back to break this support around 1740, 1730, and then if this resistance holds, then we might see the bears will push the price all the way to around 1700 to 1680. Okay, so that's the next level. I'm looking at it around, okay, 1700 to 1680 zone. Okay, so this is what's happening, or I'm looking at the gold. Okay, so to summarize again, if the stimulus plan 1.9 trillion stays, then we might see gold, probably the bulls have a reason to push the price higher. Okay, but if the quantum of the stimulus plan, and then if the interest rate, especially the 10-year yield, is increasing, then bears will take over the control, and then we will see the price going down. Okay guys, so have a great day. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.